Let's now look at business intelligence within NAV. Now, businesses capture a tremendous amount of data through daily activity. This data, such as the organization's sales figures, purchases, operational expenses, employee salaries, budgets, and so on, they can become very valuable information for decision makers. Microsoft Dynamics NAV contains a number of features that help you to gather, analyze, and share your company's data. In Microsoft Dynamics NAV, you can set up as many dimensions as you want, and you can use these dimensions to tag transactions before you post them. This will allow you to, for example, run reports in which you can report your sales by area, by customer group, and so on. Now, dimensions can be used in a wide range of reports within the system. You can use them, for example, in account schedules, but also in the analysis by dimensions. Dimensions can also be included in budgets. Besides general ledger accounting, you can also set up cost accounting in the system. Now, in cost accounting, we will allocate each cost that a company makes to cost centers or cost objects. Cost centers are typically the departments of your company, while cost objects are the business. So what do you sell, which services, which items, so they will become your cost objects. The intention, the idea, or the purpose of cost accounting is to calculate the real margin of your business by allocating all these expenses, all these costs that your businesses are making. For companies, it's important to have a good understanding and overview of their future cash flow. Now, with the cash flow forecasting function in Microsoft Dynamics NAV, we can make these predictions taking into account different types of transactions such as customer payments, vendor payments, sales and purchase orders, and so on, and also manual revenues and expenses that we will have in the near future. Based on the cash flow forecast, we can then retrieve cash flow worksheet lines, and they can be used after processing in typical cash flow reports. We can also set up cash flow reports in, for example, account schedules. With account schedules in Microsoft Dynamics NAV, users can create their own financial reports. They will do this by creating or setting up account schedule lines and by defining columns in the column layout. You can integrate budgets in account schedules, and you can also use dimensions. By default, you will always have your two global dimensions available, but by combining an analysis view, you can use up to 4 different dimensions in an account schedule. Account schedules can be used based on GL accounts, but also based on cost types in cost accounting and cash flow accounts. The analysis by dimension will allow us to create financial reports based on any of the dimensions that we have set up in the system. In an analysis by dimension, we can use up to 4 dimensions concurrently. Once the analysis by dimensions is created, we can run it in an analysis view, and if you want, you can also export the analysis by dimensions to, for example, Microsoft Excel. By setting up charts, we can display financial information graphically. So for example, once you have created an account schedule, you can create a chart based on the account schedule and display it, for example, in the Accounting Manager Role Center. Besides the account schedule charts that we can create, there are also the Power BI reports based on the content pack available for Microsoft Dynamics NAV.